don't think I've ever brushed my.
We're live. There we go. So y'all can
stop
talking about your grooming issues.
Look, I've been trapped in a house with you for a week. Grooming has not been a priority.
Like I was when we were video chatting earlier, I was a little bit worried about James's sanity. Like, he was doing some things that were.
Oh my gosh, he does that all the time, and it kills me. So Joe is still in West Virginia with my mom, and she'll be home Saturday, but I haven't talked to her in like 3 days because all she'll do is text us. So I was like, hey, you should FaceTime with us.
All she'll do is text us.
So
Look,
she
FaceTimed
FaceTimed with us.
Tyler Cawley said woohoo.
And he did the same thing on the
Nathan
FaceTime.
Holcomb said glad to finally catch it live. Yeah, we haven't done. We're going to start doing more lives.
I am all for that.
We do.
People can see how exhausted
I need to also put my phone on silent because
I already did that.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ding.
Preview.
We're just going to give it a few minutes, guys. Let some people
night.
hop on, and then we'll let everybody know what we're going to talk about. It won't be long.
Hashtag.
Yep, share it with your friends. Get some people on here.
I'm kind of hating you for your dinner tonight, Robert.
Yeah, it was. We really did it as a thank you to
amazing.
You know, Brittany, Lily's girlfriend, her parents have let them stay over there the last 3 or 4 nights. So I wanted to do something nice for them. So we had them over for dinner, and we made the back. Oh well, I didn't use backstrap, but yeah, it was good.
Let's see who's on. Oh, there's James and Tracy.
Oh,
Katie doesn't know how to turn her volume off on her phone.
Leave me alone. I'm trying.
You are right, okay? Brandon Millichamp. We do have faces for radio, except Katie. She's pretty.
What?
I'm beautiful. Fuck y'all.
Hey, I brushed my hair today and my teeth. Although I've brushed my teeth every day since we've been out.
I put a hat on, so I didn't need to brush my hair.
Have you brushed your teeth every day?
I brush my teeth in the shower. Does that count?
Sure, I guess so.
Look what James Bergoli just said.
Wouldn't you like to know, James? There's something in your. I'm sure it's had to have been flipped over by now.
There's no way Kayla hasn't found that yet. You gave her a very obvious clue.
I did, but no one's going to tell her, so we'll let them keep wondering.
No way.
Yes,
fried venison.
There's 2 James now. It's confusing.
Yeah, it made the day.
Ooh, fried venison. I don't know what that tastes like.
Man, it looked awesome.
When you move to Texas, you'll find out.
Screw that. When we come visit for spring break, we're going to find out.
Yeah, I have plenty.
I may or may not have already
in the freezer right now.
May or may not have. You have fun with that. I talked to the Sampsons because they don't have a cat.
Oh, so you may come?
I may come and just sleep down the road.
It's literally 1 minute from our house.
I'm super allergic to cats.
We have 2, so
you have a very large cat.
Yes, we do.
So
and I had to go. I had to go to Andy's the other day and pick up some carburetor fluid because I couldn't get my small generator started the first day, and I couldn't find my carburetor fluid or starter fluid. So luckily Andy had some, and I went over there and got it to get my generator started, which ran for about 4 hours and then crapped out.
So when our leaks started yesterday, after we got buckets under the 24 leaks that we ended up with in the house, James went out on the back porch and was cranking the generator.
Well, I tried the first time
and
nothing.
I almost started having another emotional breakdown in the middle of the kitchen because at that point it has, I'm sorry, Bergoli, we did not touch an exhaust vent, so that was not us.
No, they know that came after us. But we can hear her.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, Rachel can't hear. She doesn't have headphones.
No.
Oh, Brandon, I have not painted my rock yet. It's getting done sometime this week while I've sat at home.
But it has been moved out of my craft room into his snake room because that's where his stuff belongs.
Somewhere
not in my room. I have been crafting all week and making stuff for people.
Wait, hold on, let me see if I can. Nope, that's the wrong direction. Right there. Right? Yeah. So it will get painted. Yeah, the generator did get started the second time.
It did. I'm not gonna lie. I started praying pretty hard and heavy when he walked out the door. Started.
My butt puckered every time the power would power down for a second and then come back up.
Whew. Yep.
It went out at one point long enough to reset the clock.
Like that.
But that was it. The tortoises have been holding steady at 85, 86 degrees through this entire thing.
I haven't seen the tortoises in 5 days, so they may be dead. But if they're dead, they're at least warm.
You'll know it faster than if they're not.
I would just like to point out to Bill Bradley that I'm not normally.
You don't have to talk into the mic like that.
I can't help it.
Don't yell. The mic is pretty good.
I'm not normally that close to the mic.
Then why were you
way back here?
Then be back there.
Because you shifted it, and now I can be closer.
Yeah,
to
but
our
now
listeners.
you're yelling into the mic. You see how I'm talking right here, and they can hear me.
I'm gonna go eat our dinner.
That cut off mine.
No,
it cut mine off when I did that.
Oh, what you cut off? Yuck.
The headphones.
Oh,
yeah. We didn't have a bobbit incident over here. I plugged headphones in for Rachel, and it cut my headphones off. So I'll play with it tomorrow and see if I can figure out a way to make both of them work. So she's going to be on it with us as well.
Yeah. So we've got a few people on here tomorrow. The whole reason we're doing this is it's a prequel. Normally we record like on Tuesdays, and it's obviously not Tuesday. It's Thursday. Because I texted Robert on Tuesday, said, "Hey, don't worry about the podcast," because he had no power. And Robert's response was, "Oh, it's Tuesday."
Yeah. It's been a long week.
Yeah. So we are going to have a what? What are you?
I'm laughing at Tracy. Tracy says, "Be nice to me, James."
Shut up, Tracy. Anyways, so tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have kind of a roundtable. There's going to be about 9 of us on here.
Well, there's going to be 9 different screens.
Well, 8 different screens because we share a screen.
And he and Rachel are going to share a screen.
Yeah, so 8 different screens. I didn't count Rachel.
Have about 10 people on here total.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the whole point for this was because what's going on right now in Texas and Louisiana with all these people dealing with this winter storm, especially Robert. Jesus Christ, Rachel.
James said, "Jesus Christ, Rachel, is that loud enough?" Next thing you know, our washing machine will go off.
Oh, I already heard it. We've already heard that.
Yeah. I tried to do laundry earlier. We'll talk about that later.
So we're going to have, Robert, you want to run through our list of people we're going to have on tomorrow?
Yes, we're going to have Tyler Colley with Gecko World Austin. We'll have, come on, let me give you all the names. I got a bunch of them.
I asked
him. We have, not at all. Members, here we go. Of course, the 3 of us, my wife, Rachel, we're going to have Max Hicks with Max's View.
Who we just had Max on, but
right,
he had a lot happen this past week.
Had a hell of a time. We're going to have Corey Martin with Corey Martin Reptiles. Seth Hoffpower with Huff's Herps. Sean, did Sean get back to you guys? Is he going to be on?
Sean Gray's good. Yeah.
Sean will be on.
Sean Gray from Herp Shows. Drew Schultz, who has the Learning Zoo just north of Houston in the Conroe area. And Brent Curio, I think that's how you say his last name. He's a breeder and keeper out of Austin, and he admins a pretty decent size group. So we have people who ran the gamut from they lost nearly their whole collection to people who never lost power and got lucky. So we're going to kind of hear stories from each of them individually. What are you doing, James?
It's her. You can't hear it, but it's her.
Yeah.
She keeps getting text.
You have your headphones on, so you can't hear her phone.
Rachel, turn your phone down. I know it's a new phone. Do you know how to do it?
Oh, I love it. We do want to give everybody a heads up, though, because this is
Robert's OnlyFans. That'd be pretty good.
What?
His white background.
Well, you can't see the black couch back there, Bill.
Time for the casting couch.
No. Oh my gosh. So we do want to give everybody a warning. I want to give everyone a warning.
So you're the only one that wants to give everybody a warning.
I mean, this could trigger a lot of people, and it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be fun.
We
are going to laugh some, I'm sure, because that's just how we are.
It's a chance for most of these people to vent. For the last week, they've been going through a lot, and we luckily, we'll talk about this tomorrow also, but we luckily never lost power, like you said earlier. And other than being trapped in the house for almost a week because we can't go anywhere because of ice
with each other,
and then having to deal with like 12 leaks yesterday in the ceiling. That's how we woke up.
I'm so glad that you said 12 because there were 6 in our child's room alone, and there were 5 in our bedroom, and that's 11. And there were 4 other rooms
I was being
in our
generous.
house affected.
Wow.
It was one giant leak.
It was a whole hot mess. But then I ate almost an entire pizza and felt better.
It's going to be a bitch session too because we're going to talk about some of these assholes and some of their comments on Facebook.
Yes.
And Lavisa actually had a great response to one of them earlier.
She did.
We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll give you a 101 lesson. 101.
Yeah, 101. Yeah.
What?
They know what I'm talking about. Everyone by now knows what we're talking about.
I don't. Yeah. Anyways.
We all just saw what Bill said, I think, at the same time.
So I am going to have. I keep trying to lean back.
Quit, you're good. The mic can pick you up.
I know, but no, that's why I'm trying to get away from the mic.
I can't hear you, Katie. Can you get a little closer?
Stop that.
Shut
Stop.
up, Robert. I'm going to have a notebook and be able to write down questions that anybody has while anybody's talking. Because one of the things we do want to do tomorrow night is give people the opportunity to just talk and go. So I'm going to have notes down. So then at the end, when they're done talking, we'll be able to ask any questions that have popped up and things like that.
I also want to mention, if everybody look at our banner that we have running right now, and we'll mention this again tomorrow, Robert at Lone Star Reptile Racks is doing 10% of all sales this month will be donated to the Herps. I don't want to get it wrong. Family Fund? Is that what it is?
It's Herps Family Strong.
Okay.
And it's the Herps Family Foundation.
Which we'll have Sean on to talk about tomorrow as well.
Correct.
But Robert is doing 10% of all of his sales donated to that, and that money will go to help our Herps family that have all suffered through this. That foundation's actually been doing a little bit of work for the past year or so, kind of laying low, but it's helped a few other people, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. But if you need a rack, or if you just want to donate, Robert has a post up where you can go see that. You can also just donate money to help. Because we're going to find out tomorrow, some of our friends and family have lost a lot of animals, and I don't want to downplay that through this storm. We're going to find out that a lot of people lost their lives. Like, I know that has happened too. But
I have a friend who sent me a photo a little while ago. He had a whole home generator that failed, one of the automatic ones that kicks on with gas.
Wow.
It failed, and then his backup generator that he had for it failed, and he just sent me a picture of a tub of probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 15 dead ball pythons.
Oh, Jesus.
That froze. And I already told him, I mean, I don't have anything great in my babies, but I said one of the pest aves we have, when you get ready, you can have it. Because we have several of them, but he lost. I mean, I see a blade clown in here. I see bamboo, a banana, a bunch of his stuff that he's been working. These are all adults. These are all big snakes that he's raised for a long time. And he lives in an older house that doesn't have great insulation. And the small generator, once it got started, could not keep up with couldn't keep up. And he lost everything. And he's actually one that he called that guy with Ball Pythons 101, called him into the phone and told him, what ass he was, and had a 17-minute conversation with him. He said all the guy did was say, he was upset that people were mad at him, not at what he had actually done. But it's devastating to see that picture that he sent me of all those snakes. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, and Lavisa, the reason I have to say Robert and then follow it with Lone Star Reptile Racks is because he's a sponsor and he pays for this, so I have to do it.
Yep,
it's in the contract.
Nathan, you're right though. There's a lot of people in the tarantula community that are really hurting for mommies.
Yes.
And it's not just us in the community. It's also, the Sean Gray can confirm. The Texas Sea Life, I think.
Oh, the turtles.
There was like over 160 turtles.
Yeah, they found all those turtles.
Found and pulled, and who knows how many of them have been able to survive.
Also, that picture's horrifying because it just looks like a whole deck of dead turtles. Which I know that some of them are alive, but like you wonder how many.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we've had a lot of other people that have posted, hey, if you did lose power, don't throw away any animal bodies yet. Make sure everything gets heated up and make sure.
Yeah, I've heard some stories of snakes getting shipped, getting to them, being cold, letting it sit for like an hour or two, and then it starts to move and everything.
Yeah.
And then it was why am I blanking on the guy in Florida? Camp Kennan.
Texas
Kennan Harkin
Center. Thanks, Sean.
Had a video where he thought his monitor lizard froze to death. He brought it inside, put it on heat, warmed it up, and actually ended up being alive.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll talk about all that tomorrow night as well.
Yeah.
Lavisa, you were not being too snippy. You're allowed to be snippy. Everyone's allowed to be snippy in the weather. We will post the link so that you can donate to the Herps Family Strong. Oh, wow.
600 to 700.
Gosh.
That's
turtles.
insane.
Sea turtles. That's a lot of turtles.
Yeah.
They were expecting a big fish kill too, but I've seen several of my fishing guide friends have said the only fish kill that they've seen was in a few of the coves in deep South Texas. Thank goodness, because we were expecting a huge kill of redfish.
The other day.
Well, I'm more worried about shallow ponds and lakes. Not so much saltwater, but some of these like privately owned shallow ponds and lakes. Just they don't hold heat the same as a deep water area. So
y'all know Douglas Ray White. His son was walking on their pond yesterday, and he lives near you guys.
Yeah, he's
walked across the pond and found a Nerodia, a water snake, on top of the ice, cruising along like it was a normal day.
I think I saw that picture.
He's about
that was Doug.
North of us. They actually got significantly more snow than we got.
Yeah.
So they had a whole lot more as far as snow goes. We had a lot more rain and ice.
Bill, it's only $24.95 a month, man. You can keep your 100.
Oh, I did see Southern Reptile Supply, so I put up our little banner there. Don't forget, we are running this month our contest for a $100 gift certificate to Southern Reptile Supplies at any herp show.
Is that who the Facebook user is? Is that Kelly?
Yes.
Yes,
Kelly. When I look at it on my phone, I can see that it's Kelly, but on the screen here, it's not showing. It just says Facebook user. So I'm like, who's got me blocked? That I can't tell who they are. But
that's exactly what
Kelly.
I was wondering. I was
Kelly has you blocked.
Who have we made angry?
Yeah.
So also Southern Reptile Supplies will be donating a few items for auction at the Corpus show.
Yeah.
Which will be amazing.
I think I may put some stuff together.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I don't know if I'm going to have time to finish.
You have lots of time this week.
Large crap. Yeah, but I don't have everything I need here.
That's true. We're trapped.
Quilt tops that are
Saturday we might be able to drive into town.
And I can't finish them because I don't have the fabric I need to finish the tops.
We almost walked to the grocery store, a mile and a half to the grocery store the other day, and we decided we were going to risk it. We drove and we made it.
Let me preface this by saying we were not going to turn around and drive had we not stopped and talked to neighbors about halfway out of the neighborhood.
We also almost didn't make it out of the neighborhood.
The guy in the minivan was like, "You'll be fine."
We also almost didn't make it out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, good job with that, Sean. James has never put in the Louisiana pine up for auction.
Yeah,
hell no.
Yeah, I asked him what he was going to do when he moved to Texas, and he instantly responded, "That's already been figured out."
Oh yeah. I figured that out before I ever even applied. Although I guess now that this is on Facebook, we haven't exactly told
that we're moving.
A lot of people
moving to Texas.
We've
hinted at it.
A handful of people.
Yeah.
Surprise!
We're moving to Texas, and we don't have jobs yet.
Yeah.
You will.
But I've already applied, and I've got one step left, and then
I loved everybody was like everybody that I've told was like, "Do you still want to move to Texas after all this?" I was like, "You mean after this freezing thing that has never happened before?" Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It happened in 1989 when I was 9.
Yeah, that's what I saw here. So, like Toledo Bend froze and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
There's only really one thing I can think of that would stop us from moving, and I don't plan on that happening. So we're not even going to put that out there.
I don't know what that is. Why are you going to be airing stuff out there? But I don't even know what that.
Never mind. We'll talk later.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm moving because I'm going to start hunting with Rob. Robert's taking me hunting. I'm going to hunt with my 1930-something rifle from World War II.
Who that is how he fed his family every year. We would eat deer meat for half the year. He fished on a regular basis.
Yeah, but there's a Walmart with a grocery store in it. That's how I feed my family.
We would just go get stuff out of the bay, and that's what we would eat for dinner on the coast in Alabama. And the fact that I married such a city boy, I'm sure my dad is like rolling over.
Such a city boy. I could shoot an animal. I know the ability.
But you don't know how to clean it.
Well, he'll learn.
No, I'll pay someone else to do it.
You're
look at me right now. I'm telling you right now. Not all hunters know how to clean a deer.
He doesn't even keep fish. Okay, he is a catch and release kind of guy.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Okay,
because we can eat it.
We're way off topic, guys.
We are, Katie. Damn.
All right. Well,
exactly. I can pay people to clean stuff. I don't.
Andy said bring a generator.
Or when I come to Texas.
Oh, we have.
I got one.
Yes.
Yeah, Andy and I've been talking the last couple of days, and he says this shit ain't happening to him again. He's getting a big whole home.
Well, I told Katie when we move there and we'll buy a house in a year or so, we will have a whole home generator.
Sean Gray, no sir.
Ew, that's no. I'm not biting anything's heart. That's fucking gross.
No, I didn't.
It's the liver, Sean.
I didn't do it.
Not doing that either.
Not doing it as an adult.
We're gonna do
Bill,
both.
we can
Bill.
hunt. We can hunt and herp all at the same place.
Bill.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm doing spring break. If it ever warms up, I'm starting to feel like it's never going to warm up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so tired of looking outside. I don't know the last time I've looked outside for more than 2 days in a row and seen ice. Like sometimes you'll get snow and it'll be a little bit. It'll be there the next day. But every morning I wake up right now and there's still snow and ice. Well, it's all ice now. It's no longer snow.
Yeah.
When we
what
went
was
on
up with the water running down the middle of your road earlier, Katie?
Well,
so that was actually not our road. That was another road in Alexandria, and that's actually happening all over our town. The roads are completely iced over, and because we have no way to clear them or clean them, what's happening is people are going out and they're breaking it up so that they can leave their houses, even though they shouldn't. And so it's basically a river with chunks of ice. That was actually a friend of mine, and she lives in that neighborhood.
Yeah,
so it was really, and then like my 71-year-old dad was shoveling his driveway today because he was bored at the house by himself. I'm like,
my 60-year-old dad fell going out to the dumpster day before yesterday, who has two fused vertebrae and pins in his spine, and he carrying trash out to the dumpster and fell on his. He said, luckily he fell on the bag of trash.
We keep getting alerts that our trash isn't running.
Yeah,
ours is supposed to run tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna need the postal service never to use that whole they'll deliver in snow, sleet, rain, whatever, because that's not true.
Yeah, we haven't had mail all week. It's which is fine. I'm sure it's just bills, but
yeah, Louisa, he's okay. He's just a little bit bruised.
I'm not coming to Corpus, Sean. That's a little far.
That is really far for us.
But maybe when I move, I'll be able to make it there more often.
Yep, that's the plan.
But so, anyways, the whole idea was this to be short, and then we just started rambling.
I know. It's
what we do.
It is what we do. I'm gonna change our banner one more time before we go.
It's nice to see someone other than James's face, Robert.
That is true.
The second time you've seen my face today.
We have spent a lot of alone time. Our kids in West Virginia, who got actual snow today, she couldn't come. She was supposed to come back Tuesday.
She was. All the flights were canceled. She's with my mom at my brother and sister-in-law's house with her cousins. She's having the time of her life.
Yeah, Bill, that's the biggest problem is that the people up north, the stuff they consider normal is not what we consider normal. And that's been the issue. It's not that we're big old sissies and we're like, oh God, we can't handle snow and ice. Yeah. It's that we don't have the infrastructure to handle snow and ice. And so it makes it very hard.
Yeah, like our guy down the road actually used his tractor to scrape snow and ice off of the road so that the main road was clear.
We build our homes in the South to let heat out. We have big windows.
Yeah.
We don't build it to keep heat in. So, I mean, Sean actually is the one who posted this and made me think about it. And we build it to keep everything out, not everything in. So, I mean, even now, right now, it's probably in the upper 20s outside, lower 30s. And I'm sitting by the wall, and I can feel the cold. This is a window right here. As you can see, this is a window.
Yeah, I've got my blinds.
I can feel the cold.
Closed.
Yeah.
I got blinds and curtains closed to try and hold in some heat.
We realized that we actually need curtains, not just blinds on some of our windows.
Yeah, so
but then like I have relatives in Brooklyn who have been dealing with this no problem, and yet during the summer when they're experiencing
that's the thing. I don't want to hear anyone bitch when there's a heat wave up north. Just please don't. We'll make it through the heat wave. You make it through the heat wave. We'll make it through this, and we'll all be good. I did like Lavissa's thing about the hurricane.
If you need help, we'll help you.
Yes,
that's right. So Joe FaceTimed with us, our daughter Josephine. She FaceTimed with us this morning, and she was like, "Look at the snow in the front yard." And then she runs to the window, and I'm like, "Yeah, you can see the road in his neighborhood." Yeah. She's like, "No, you can't. There's no road there. It's just like at our house." I'm like, "Why don't you go look out of that window one more time?" And my brother was like, "Those roads were cleared before I ever got up to make my coffee this morning. That's what I paid for."
That's because up there they lay ice the night before.
They lay salt.
Salt. Yeah, they don't lay ice. We lay ice. They lay salt. And they have the trucks and everything ready as soon as it starts coming.
Oh, yeah.
You shut up, Brandon. No one gives a shit when you complain. You chose to live in the frozen north. That's different.
Yeah.
The real frozen north.
Yeah. We'll stay down here.
Oh, yes. Bill Bradley had a very good point. It's different perspectives and different normals. And
all of Louisiana learned about ice dams. That's if no one knows what an ice dam is, wait till it starts raining in your house, and then you'll find out what an ice dam is. Apparently, the ice builds up on your roof, water gets underneath it, and then it all leaks into your house.
When your shingles expand.
Yes. And that happened to, it's easier to find someone that it happened to than it didn't happen to yesterday.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
I would venture to say I probably know 150 people easily who had pipes burst in their attics. Several who lost everything in their house just as if it had flooded during Harvey, which we had a couple of years ago. And it's just devastating. I mean, I have a couple I know that are, they're an older couple. They left because they had no power, came home, walked up and saw water coming from under their front door, opened the door, and their entire house, every inch of ceiling just about is on the floor.
We have a friend of ours that lives about 15 minutes from where we are here in town, and hers, not the roof, but the ceiling caved in her living room. Just the living room. So the rest of our house is okay. The other doors were shut. None of our animals were hurt. Our friend Ilana, I actually was talking to her earlier. She
Ilana
talked to her yesterday.
She found the busted pipe. Obviously, there's nothing she can do to fix it right now, but it has been found. So she's hoping that's the only one. I tried to do laundry. Ilana Anderson.
Yeah, her car also, the radiator froze. So she's hoping that it's okay. She said it'll still start, but she's just glad to leave it where it is.
I did. Sean mentioned the naked pants. She did post a picture of the naked
pants. Of course.
And he spelled it right, so it's
naked.
He did.
Yeah. I mean, it got to like 9 degrees here. That's the coldest I've ever been. It was negative. It felt like -5. It's the coldest I've ever been in my entire life.
Still 88.
80. No, it's still 84 in the tortoise barn.
In the tortoise barn.
Yeah.
Our tortoises, I mean, we haven't seen them physically in a week, but according to
they're warm.
And you can look on the ground around it and you can see where the heat, like 2 inches from all the way around the bunker, like they're rocking it out.
Man, Tyler said awesome. It got to 3 degrees there.
Gosh.
Wow. That's -2. And that's before the wind chill.
And Sean just said it got negative. It got -2 in a real feel of -15.
That wind chill. That's just what I always
like. I get the people up north. That's something that happens there, but that does not happen here. It just doesn't get that cold.
Well, you see what Bill just said. Bill said he's never met anyone with pipes in their attic for any reason, and that's just the standard here because
we don't expect the attic to freeze.
Right.
We're more concerned with like the ground being super wet.
I did realize how good insulation we have. Like if you walk outside, our roof is still covered in ice and snow. So our insulation on the attic's pretty good. I walked up there yesterday and it's cold up there.
He was actually going to try to get to the far end of the attic and see like
the leaks, but then I realized I couldn't see the beams to step on, and I figured that a leak was better than me falling through the ceiling.
I've fallen through a ceiling before, and it's not fun when you're a big fella, I promise.
Yeah, I had a panic attack on the second from the top step of the attic, and like James had to physically remove me from the stairs. I couldn't do it. I tried. So if you scroll up on the comments, Tracy, that's actually one of the things I've been struggling with the last couple of days. It's really hard not to like physically be able to get to people and help them. That's one of the things with hurricanes. Well,
once a hurricane goes through, it's done, and then we're
and this storm has gone through, but like
unless it's like last summer where they just came one after the other.
Oh,
one good thing from the hurricane, and the only good thing, is that all the trees that would have fallen down from ice, or at least most of the ones that would have fallen down from ice, were already blown over by the time the storm came around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I've only seen one person on my Facebook feed that has said anything about trees.
Yeah.
And it was a tree that after the hurricanes, she was like, man, I don't know how this tree didn't fall. And when it had all the ice on it, it actually fell this morning.
Yeah, so. Bill, like I said, all of Louisiana found out about ice dams all at the same time because we were all trying to figure out why the hell everyone's house was leaking ice dams. Something I hope to never find out about. And now I know.
It all started about the same time. Like our neighbor behind us called us for a tarp.
As we were trying to find pans and pots and buckets.
To find pots and pans. As my coworkers were texting me because they had water coming through their air vents or through their fans. Or
Have you seen? I saw pictures of like air vents with icicles hanging out of it.
That's from Texas. I shared those.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest thing. We've had 2 hurricanes and 2 snowstorms in a year.
Quite frankly, I'm tired of living through historic events and natural.
Yeah, I just want regular events. No more unprecedented time. Let's just be precedented for a little while.
Let's be normal.
Well, Katie was like, this snow better kill all the mosquitoes. And said, no, it won't. We'll have the worst mosquitoes in history this year.
Well, have you ever been to Alaska or Minnesota? They have terrible mosquitoes, and they're frozen half the year.
Yeah,
so.
Not pleasant. What is this?
I was trying to read Lavissa's.
We all pause to read.
That's another problem with Lavissa is that many of the people down here don't have winter jackets. Like it's not a.
Today was the first time I was cold when James has been making me go on a walk so that I can get some exercise.
Nathan, I miss 2019. I don't miss 2020.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like 2021.
That was it.
I saw a thing the other day where it said something along the lines of 2020 was testing everybody's ability to stay home, and 2021 is testing everybody's ability to stay home and their survival skills.
Look at the puppy.
Yep.
Hello, Otis.
What are you doing, dude?
Millie chewed up my seam ripper earlier.
Yeah,
She's in trouble right now.
Like, Bill, we don't have winter clothes. They've discounted all the winter clothes and got rid of all the winter clothes. Because
to go back to Rachel.
Spring and summer are coming, so now they have all the spring and summer clothes in Walmart.
Flip-flops. Like,
So,
you can't even buy winter shoes here anymore. Like, it's all flip-flops and sandals.
Yeah, he didn't want nothing to do with me. Look, he went right back to Rachel.
That's so funny.
I probably wouldn't want anything to do with me either, so.
He's so little.
Can't blame it.
I can't wait to see him at Bryan College Station.
Yep. He figured out how to climb the stairs today. So there's no more keeping him from going upstairs if we don't want to.
Bottom step, though.
Yeah. That top step it's the only thing in my whole house that has carpet is the stairs. So he's good on all the carpeted stairs, but that top one is the LVT and he kind of slips a little bit.
Our dog has been enjoying the ice and snow until this morning.
No, rephrase that. She has enjoyed the snow and the sleet.
And then this morning when it was a sheet of ice, she was not a fan of it.
She hit that ice this morning because she does this like rabbit hop off the porch onto the snow and then sinks. And when she did that this morning and her butt slid, no, Millie was not having it. Millie is our almost 70-pound pit bull that we have.
Lab mix. Anybody asks? It's a lab mix.
That's right.
Yes.
She's a lab mix now. But she's loving the snow. Not so, hey, Corey, not so much the ice.
Oh yeah, Lavissa, that's we don't insulate pipes because there's really no reason until this happens. You
did a great job with that pool noodle.
I couldn't find anything for our outside faucet, so I bought a pool noodle, cut it into pieces, and Gorilla taped it around all of our outside faucets.
You did a great job.
We don't know what a snow plow is down here. The only reason I've seen them is because I visited my parents earlier this year at Christmas, and we saw snow plows.
What's the tractor with the scoop on the front?
It's a skid loader.
Is that what it is? That's what he was using to scrape the roads the other
plow.
day.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's been interesting.
I did find out that if you have grits in your pantry, you can use that if you don't have enough salt, and
For
it
what?
will act to put on the ice, and then you can.
How many grits would you have to have?
Well, they use like a.
Are you gonna be like Eddie Murphy and Coming
I'm
to
not
America?
wasting grits.
I ate all my grits.
They're gonna just toss grits in front of me like it would be rose petals, so I can walk.
I didn't slip on our walk at all today.
Hey Corey,
James on the other hand.
I did slip. Hey Corey, how's it going? You have water and power now, right? I think last I saw she at least had.
She's still boiling water.
Reached 46 and don't eat grits.
Gotta have shrimp and grits.
I'd say it's a southern thing, and it is, but I don't like grits either.
No, see, I was an oatmeal kid until I was about 25, and then I just didn't like oatmeal anymore. I
was a Flintstones kid. I'm a Flintstones kid.
Ours was cream of wheat.
Yeah.
I still eat it occasionally. It disgusts Rachel.
Well,
yeah, I'm not big. James likes the oatmeal with the dinosaur eggs.
Oh, I do love the oatmeal with dinosaur eggs. Corey, we are glad you have power because I started getting very worried for you. I did like your bathtub full of snow, though. That was a lot of collecting of snow.
It's like pouring in grits.
Oh,
Sean doesn't get to see everybody's comments? That's because you're not special enough, Sean.
James.
What?
Don't be
That's not nice.
this storm has proven that we don't have to be nice.
Oh my god!
Apparently, Sean's a meth head, and we didn't know it, according to that dude on Facebook earlier. So
what?
Yeah,
I missed that
you
one.
missed that? Oh yeah, no, the guy from the
you should not be named.
Channel. Yeah, he called Sean a meth head. He said whatever meth head, blah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, actually, I have the screenshot right here on my laptop. I'll tell you exactly what he said.
Listen. Sean has teeth, so I can at least say that he's not a meth head. He may be a lot of things, but a meth head, not one of them.
What are you
doing?
He has never once offered. He has never once offered me a puff of meth.
Turned into 35 minutes.
Yeah, Sean, put up a very well worded, respectful post about, you should use your platform for good instead of this. And he said, "What you just say, meth head? LOL, sit down." Michael Juarez with, I don't remember the name of his stupid YouTube channel, but yeah, he was the one that was giving the 101 ball pythons guy a.
Well, the problem, Bill, is with meth you would lose weight, and then once you lose that fat layer, you get cold very quickly.
Sean, I'm smoking off foil right now. All right, I think 36 minutes is pretty good for tonight because we're going to do this for a while. Yes. Tomorrow night, I got a feeling.
So, reminder again: tomorrow night, 7:00 Central Time, we will have a big round table, and we will let everybody tell their war stories from this last week, and we will talk about it, and it will be great. Tune in, tell everybody, share the links. We'll put up tomorrow, today, whenever.
It'll be BYOB.
BYOB,
and bring your own snacks. We have not used the maple syrup yet, Brandon.
I don't know what the hell to do with a can of maple syrup. I honestly
from the store, and I haven't been able to go. So, Sean, we love you too.
Definitely.
Corey, you stay safe also.
Yes.
And we will talk to everybody tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Bye.